Hello, so my name is Symo and I am a pole dancer. Yes, I may have frizzy hair and a jumper on just now because it's cold in Scotland, but I will put some pictures and videos here as proof that I'm actually a pole dancer, and if you want to see more of my pole dancing stuff, you can check me out on Instagram. The link will be below. But anyway, this is my review, or a pole dancer's review, of the movie Hustlers. So first of all, I want to say I really enjoyed the movie, and this review will include spoilers. So for my non-spoiler review, it was a good, fun movie. Go see it. So from now on, there will be spoilers. Okay, so let's talk about the pros and the standouts. So one of my favourite moments in this whole entire movie was the bit where Lizzo's in the changing room just battering out in the flute, being Lizzo. I was pissing myself laughing. It was so funny. It was so good. There was just so many little moments like that in the film that were hilarious. And so I went to see the movie with a lot of my pole dancing friends, and there was one bit that all of us absolutely cackled at laughing. I've got a cold and my nose looks all red. Ugh. But there's a bit where we were all absolutely cackling with laughter, and it is where JLo is teaching Constance Wu how to pole dance. And first of all, pole dancing is much harder than elbow hook, front hook, back hook. There you go, sorted. But there's a bit where she's up on the pole and she's like, okay, and you need to point your toes. That got us all, because our dance teacher is constantly point your toes, point your toes, point your toes. Which is fair, because it does look better when you point your toes, so we do need to do that. But that made us all laugh, first of all. And then Constance was like, but it hurts. Yes, pole dancing hurts. I am covered in bruises from my pole dancing classes because it does hurt, and it's really, really difficult. Another point that I really loved in the movie that I was laughing at every time they did it, because they did repeat a couple of jokes, but it's fine, I'm cool with that as long as it's done well. So they get lots of money in the movie. They're quite successful at their dancing and stripping and all their other shenanigans. So they go out to buy designer things, but just them counting up the cash to the cashier and like the $1 bills, and the cashier's like that made me laugh so much. That was just like, yes, you pay for that stuff like in your $1 bills. It was so good. And another thing that just kind of tickled me was Lily Reinhart throwing up constantly. That kind of made me laugh. It was, again, just she kept doing it, and it made me laugh. So, the cons of this movie. So first of all, I would like to say that this movie is based on real crimes that happened. And so for a bit of context, the movie starts off at a high where all the strippers and all the dancers are making lots of money from guys from Wall Street because they have lots of money, but then a financial crash happens and then the Wall Street guys cannot come to the club anymore. So then in turn, they obviously make less money. So they then turn to crime to try and get the money back, because this is something that I've heard a lot of issues that dancers have, is when they try and leave dancing and go into other types of work, people don't appreciate the skills that it takes and they look down upon the career, which is wrong, and you should not do that. So there is a section in the movie where Constance was trying to get a retail job, and the woman's just like, you've got no retail experience, and doesn't give her the job. So that's an issue. It does touch on that. So they then turn to crime. What they do is they drug rich people, make them think that they had a great night out, spent all this money, but actually they've just pocketed the money, which is wrong, and I don't want to condone that in any sense. But I do want to say that I don't have a lot of knowledge about the real crimes. I haven't looked into it. So feel free if you want to educate me in the comments, or I will probably go and read about it because I'm curious. But I don't want it to come across that I'm condoning that, and I don't think that the movie is condoning that, because it does obviously say at the end about their jail times or sentences. So there is some problematic bits where I feel like it is condoning it. It's done in a funny way, and drugging and robbing someone is not funny, and they do hit home. There's one particular guy that the main character feels really sorry for that this happened to, and that's when you start to get a bit more empathy in. But there's too much of it that's a bit of a comedy, which I think is slightly problematic, but there we go. Other cons and slightly less serious cons. I was expecting the pole dancing moves and the pole dancing to be a bit more elite, just a bit, not better. Like, J-Lo looked outstanding in the movie. Everybody looked really good. And I also heard that J-Lo actually did all of this. She learned how to pole dance, which is amazing. That's so good, like, well done. But I can do everything that she does in the movie. It's fairly simple moves, and so I was expecting some more advanced pole in it, especially because I'm sure that there were actual dancers in the film, and you maybe see like wee snippets of them inverting and doing like cool stuff, but it's not really a main focus. And I get that, like, not everyone there is a pole dancer and is there to judge the pole moves of it. So yeah. And another con is the celebrity cameos were very obviously cameos. Like, the marketing of this movie was, we have Lizzo, we have J-Lo, we have Lily Reinhart, we've got Cardi B. There's more people in it, but it was literally like, it felt as if they were like, okay, Cardi B's on the set for one day, let's get like all her 30 seconds of movie done. Okay, Lizzo's on set now, let's get her 30 seconds of movie, and then it just cuts and they're not in the rest of the movie. And I get that apparently after the crash, all the dancers like left the club, so there is no major need for them to be in it, especially if their characters were not involved in the crime. But it just felt a wee bit awkward that it was like, oh, Cardi B's in this movie, and I'm like, yeah, but for like 30 seconds of it, and she's not pivotal role. She's not that important in it. She's there just to look amazing and talk nonsense, and that's kind of one of the things I love about Cardi B. She looks awesome and she talks nonsense. So another, probably not really a movie critique, but more of a relation to the pole dancing world and the pole dancing community. I've seen a few articles about how J-Lo has started this pole dancing craze, and I'm like, no, sorry, hun, it was a craze before J-Lo did it. Like, yeah, go onto Instagram and have a look at all the pole dancing hashtags to see all the amazing pole dancers out there. Oh wait, you can't, because pole dancing hashtags are being shadow banned for being inappropriate, but the Hustlers movie hashtag is not being shadow banned for being inappropriate, even though it contains pole dancing, it contains J-Lo pole dancing, but me and my community pole dancing, that gets shadow banned. So, if you could stop that and stop exploiting our sport to make you money from sponsorship money, and actually allow people to research what it's really like to pole dance, what it's really like to be a part of the sport, and to actually learn what really difficult moves are. Because yeah, I've not been pole dancing for that long. It'll be coming up in a year, but yeah, I can do more than some of the moves that were in that movie. Like, no need to brag, because there's a million people in my class and in my dance school that are a million times better than me that would have been watching that going, like, I can do better. Another thing I really liked is it made me want to buy more pole clothes. Yeah, because there's some really banging outfits in the movie. It was really, really good. Really enjoyed that. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed Hustlers. I would say it is a good movie. Go see it. Yeah, don't know what else to say. This is a pole dancer reviews Hustlers. So if you want to subscribe for more, you can. If not, go. Bye.